Alright, how's it going today, guys? So, as you can see, I was busy today. Actually got a lot of things processed. Processing is still running. Our crusher has been running most of the day. Went through all the lead and galena we had already. The lignite has already gone through the crusher. We're working on the nether quartz right now. And you can see we have 289 actual lead. I don't think the gleana's actually gone through. Hold on. I thought it did. That's all the... Oh, we didn't put the gleana in. We only had a couple of them. Okay. We put in lead. But yeah, we got a lot of lead. And actually, most of these barrels here that have been added are lead barrels. So we went through 2 stacks of lead just today making these barrels. And I still have 8 more in my inventory. And this we have that doesn't have enough to make a full dust yet, so it's just sitting there. We do have a few things that can kind of be consolidated, but it's going to be kind of hard to do that automatically without filters, and so we'll get into that later. We've got a good 450 lignite now. I did have to change this over to liquid as well because we weren't burning enough creosote that the coke ovens could run. Also noticed that this centrifuge is now actually faster than what the sluice can actually keep up for most things. But there is a couple things I want to look at. One is cinnabar in a centrifuge needs to be 28 GU a tick. It will put out liquid mercury, which is good. 144 is a bottle of mercury. So we actually could use this for getting mercury instead of cooking our cinnabar and losing a full piece of it. Also, we have rare earth down here, and if I remember correctly, it needs to be in a centrifuge at 64 as well. So we could run this in there as well if we needed neodymium, yttrium, lanthanum, serum, cadmium, and cesium, which we don't. But if we did, that is an option as well. There are a few other things that have to be in a centrifuge that we might want to use it for, but we'll get to that later. Also, check this out. We've got a decent amount of the materials that we get out of our sluice juice up here. And we've got 220 gravel that we have. Well, we got 220 there. We got 100 and some over there. And we have 481 lignite and 65 coal that are waiting to be ran in the coke ovens. The coke ovens are full, or were last time I was out here. We've been staying good on water. I hear another one, but I don't know where he's at. Probably inside. We've actually gone down. Oh, there he is. We've actually gone down on creosote, so I could turn these back on, but since we have a decent amount, I'm not going to do so at the moment because we need to get rid of that tank. So I'm going to let it burn out for right now, and we will deal with that another day. We did have our normal weekly live stream today, and as you can see, I made stainless steel. So if we go in the quest book here, Go over to our quest line. Stone Age is completely done. Steam Age, we have not done most of these that we've already set up. This is the Crusher. Doubles ores, tells all the things. It does say needs 2 bronze boilers. We use steel. That's also an option. Turbine gives RU, and everything there looks pretty decent. Get in my cookie. We have already made and set up to that. Ore washing 2. This is our sluice. There is a typo right there. Space is in the wrong spot. So I will try to remember to tell that to Chubby, but if not, he'll watch the video and see it. So give me the cookie for that. I'm going to eat fat stacks of cookies tonight. Recycling, this is a shredder. It doesn't double ores, basically just shred your stuff down. Tells you needs a flawless diamond. Only problem I have with this is it says you will need a flawless diamond. Technically, you need I think it should say you will need a diamond plate, which will require a flawless diamond or better, unless you have the machine. The cutter, which is nearly impossible to do at this point. Because it doesn't have to be a flawless. It could be an exquisite. You're just going to get 2 plates rather than just 1. So I do think that's could be adjusted a bit. And this is our centrifuge. Tells us all the things. There's 2 M's there, milky quartz. So that needs to be fixed. Don't see anything else that is standing out. If anybody would like to actually proofread all this, please do. And let us know. I don't see any more issues there. And we have made our bronze drum, so we can get this one taken care of as well. So that only leaves the even better tank, which is Invar. We'll be doing this in a few days because we are going to put one of these in for our creosote. So that will be taken care of soon. Automatic sifting, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing that soon or not. And the dustbin, dust funnel, without filters, are kind of hard to use. So not sure that we're going to make that anytime soon either. We do have our machine here. It tells us all about the different things needed for it. So we can go ahead and mark that off. And power explained. Tells you all about all the different power things, how to convert, all that good stuff. So we can get that marked off. So that's the last 3 we have on that quest. And now we go over to our machines, our liquid burning box. That's not how you spell creosote. So that should be fixed. And we've already made one of those. We made it today during the live stream. We actually made one for the crucible as well. We made our compressor. There's other things a compressor can be used for, but that is the main thing that we use it for. So I guess that's pertinent information. And then it unlocks the ability to make our dense boiler, which we didn't get until we upgraded our centrifuge to it, because this does not include steel, which is what you use for the centrifuge. So I would actually suggest that this adds the steel one, because that is what most of them might make. I guess you could do bronze as well. And all of the other machines we'll get to later. The gas burning box we really don't need, because we don't have any gases to burn. All of these are processing machines that need RU, so we'll have to do a turbine for each one until we can do diesel engines, but we have to have something that's burnable in the diesel engine, which we may actually work on. And then we have the squeezer, which is good for food stuff and things like that. So now we're going to get the whole big list of things that we just did. But we have one more important page to get to, and that is a stainless, because we have made stainless steel today. Luckily, this allows you to have things as plates, dusts, or ingots, because, well, all of my stuff was dust. So I made the plates and the rods so we can make a machine casing today. And quick overview, everything looks pretty good. Nothing is sticking out. Give me another cookie. And this is going to unlock some very important things that we will need to be getting to very soon. We also have a what to look for, which is chrome from chromite, manganese from pyrolusite, redstone, which I argue you need before this point, but okay, nickel from garnierite and landite, black sand, limonite, or hematite for your iron. So that is pertinent information. And we have that. So this will allow us to make mixer, coagulator, bath, acid-proof pipes, and a bench and our roaster, which we will need for making acids. So we will get to all of this stuff later. But we have a new quest added today, which is down here in utility. And it is, what do I do with all this shit? Or is it schist? And that is to make a generifier. There are some items that really do not have a good use, such as the schist cobble. Also, there are times when you just vanilla cobble, when you just need vanilla cobble, that I think needs to be in there. That is why Greg has the generifier, so you can generify. Is that how that's spelled? Generify cobble, wood, and even the colored fluorites. Correct. And that is what we are going to do today. So, we need to first make a machine casing here. And get rid of all of those. Then we need item casings, which I made a mold for that, because if you do an item casing on the anvil, you lose part of your material. but you can actually make a item casing mold. This is what it looks like if you want to chisel it. Basically, you have a 3-block square here, skipping one, and then the same size dash there, skipping one, and you have a dash up the side -1, which you can easily see in here. If we look up item casing, and any I wants to actually work, and I can actually spell. So there you go. There's the item casing clay mold, which you can actually also extrude if you want, and it's lossless. But we can't do that for stainless steel because we only have the low heat extruder. But luckily, Greg was nice enough that he added wooden item casings, which is just a plank of wood and a saw, gives you 2 item casings, and those can be used to make this mold, so I did not have to chisel it. And then you can burn up the other one. It's kind of useless at that point, unless you're going to make multiple of these, which I didn't. But we now have our Generifier. So there it is in all its glory. Items go in the left, come out the right. Fluids go in the top, come out the bottom. And as that quest says, you can throw in any GregTech cobble and get vanilla cobblestone back. So what I'm going to do is take this box right here, this barrel, put it right there, and I'm cheap. I'm not going to use my tape to move it, but we're going to put that one there, and we're going to take a bunch of this kimberlite here that I don't like the color of. We're going to put it there, and you can see it just instantly turned it into vanilla cobble. And so I can use that for stone bricks if I want to do some walls in regular stone brick. We also need stone brick for making our wooden posts that we're going to be using to decorate around out here, just like we have for these. And we can also use it to make stone for our stone lanterns that'll look like this. So all of this kimberlite that we found in the GT fort, that's what we're going to use it for, is converting it over. Now there is a bunch of recipes in here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but basically you can turn anything from any other mod that's diamond into regular diamond, any kind of colored fluorite into a basic fluorite, which is a great option. I actually use this when I have filters, so I can keep from having multiple barrels for fluorite, one for each color. I just use a filter and filter in each one. Now we're going to actually grab this and take it over, because there, other than the fluorite, there is another thing that Greg added that is really annoying that this helps with. Also does wood. It doesn't make it into like oak wood or anything. It makes it into a generic wood. So like this right here is literally wood pulp. So we can take all of the different kinds of wood pulps that we have over there, run them through here, and they'll be able to stack in there. But the other one that we were talking about here is Gloom Stone. This is basically glowstone from a different mod that for some reason Greg has put into or processing. So what we can do does not matter what the size is. We can run it through there, make it into glowstone, and throw it up there. So it's absolutely great for that. And like I said, this red fluorite, we've got somewhere around here, there we go, there's orange fluorite, blue fluorite, and green fluorite. They can all be put together. The reason why that is great is because one of the things we're going to use this fluorite for is in a mixer. Hydrogen fluorite only needs 3 of them, which isn't hard to get a hold of. And then we can turn that into hydrogen fluoride. Sometimes you may have one, like right now I have 1, 1, and 1. I would not be able to use those without generifying them, but if we look at the Generifier, you will see that it turns into fluorite instead of orange fluorite. And then that, if we look in the mixer, can be used the same way. So we do not have to have 3 of a certain color. We can have 3 different colors, make it into the regular. And once we get the filters, I will actually set this up on my processing main line here and have all of the fluorites go directly through it and then pumped out, and we will get rid of all of the different colored fluorite barrels. By the way, one of our live streams, we will be sorting this mess out. Everything is horribly mixed up right now, so we will have to fix that at some point, but we need to get more material because there's going to be a lot of gaps, and I have to try to remember what all those gaps are. So it's easier if I just process some more. Right now, we're not really going to be automating them out anywhere, so just being in this big mess is perfectly fine. So that is it for today. We got to get more processing done, and we're probably going to work on getting into rubber next, because if you noticed up here in our stainless steel and acids, that is, we can do a coagulator, which will open our rubber so we can have rubber pipes instead of our wood pipes that we really need to get rid of. So that's what we're going to be doing on Friday. So I will see you guys then. Have a good one. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below in the comments, or stop into our Discord and drop them into GT Help, and I'll be glad to answer. Y'all have a great day.